Hi my beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this week we are doing a December Boxycharm. I am first going to start off with prepping my skin with the Clinique Moisture Surge. And I did want to jump on here just to excuse myself if I sound a little bit raspy. I am getting through a cold, so that's why my voice is like that.
I've been thinking about your smile. I've been thinking that I can't let you go.
Now here, instead of going right away with my NYX products for my brows, I am going in with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel just to kind of set my brows before I start doing them. I usually don't do this, but recently I've been doing it and I really like the way that it looks.
Hey, can you wait a little while? Why we're holding back, I don't know. I guess I'm all confused about you. You're my one temptation, yeah. I don't know why I pretend to.
Now, before you start filling in your brows, you want to make sure that they are completely dry, because if you go in with your brow products right away on top of this, then it will get a little bit messy. And then I'm just patting down my brow just to make sure that they are completely dry. Once I am aware that they are completely dry, I go in with my NYX brow definer and I start slowly filling them in. And in a couple seconds, you'll see a clip where I am going in between the brow definer and also the NYX Brow Wiz.
That I don't really care about you.
Now, the way that I do my brows, I just like to go with my natural shape. One of my brows is a little bit more sparse than the other, so I have to kind of be careful and match them up pretty perfectly. They don't come out as perfect every single time, but I try my best, honestly. Just remember, your brows are not supposed to be like twins, they're sisters.
Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play these games. Oh, maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play these games.
Now, once I got the desired shape, I'm going in with the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer in the shade 0.5 Neutral and the Urban Decay Detailed Concealer Brush F111.
But I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop, cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh, what a life, oh, what a life, oh, what a life I could have had with you. Suddenly I want to walk away.
Now, I did want to add on that I don't always use this brush. I usually use the Anastasia number 18 brush, but this is a new brush, so I wanted to test it out, and I actually really did like it. I like that it was pretty thin, and it really carved out my brows the way that I like them.
I wonder, will you ever come back again?
Now, once you got them carved out to your look that you like, I go ahead and just take either my ring finger, my middle finger, maybe even my pinky sometimes, and just pat down the concealer just to make sure I don't have any rough lines and to kind of blend it into my skin.
Telling myself that it's okay, okay. Cause every pleasure's got an inch of pain. Maybe I'm indifferent.
Now, December's Boxycharm was absolutely amazing. The theme ended up being bubbles and glitz. Probably one of the best boxes I have ever gotten. The first thing I ended up getting was the Elemis Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. And then I ended up getting the Eloise Get Lit Metallic Fold Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Pure Gold. Then I got a MAC Matte Lipstick in the shade Down to an Art, as well as some magnetic lashes with adhesive. The style is Baby Girl. And finally, best for last, I got a Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, which was absolutely stunning. Now, here I am just going through each product unboxed just so I can show y'all what they look like. Each product was absolutely amazing, and I was totally obsessed with this month's box.
Maybe I'm not
Now, moving to the eyes, I am using the Laura Mercier concealer as well as the E.L.F duo blending sponge and just blending it out right away.
Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play this game, but I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop 'cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have.
Now, once you got it all blended away, I'm taking the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus and Translucent and setting my eyelids just so they do not crease, and I have a clear and clean canvas to start with.
With you, I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop 'cause
now, using the Huda Beauty palette, I ended up going in with this first shade, which did not have any names, and the BH Cosmetics number 7 brush, which I got in a set, and I'm just using that shade in transition. That is the only shade that I ended up using in this palette because the other colors did not match what I was going for, but I will be using this palette down the road just so I can show you guys more styles with it.
not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you, with you. Oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you. I've been thinking about your smile. I've been thinking that I can't let you go. Hey, can you wait a little while? Why we're holding back, I don't know. I guess I'm all confused about you, about you. You're my one temptation, yeah. I don't know why I pretend.
Now using Juvia's Place, the Nomad palette, as well as the BH Cosmetics brush number 9, which came in the same set as the one I used for my transition shade. And I am taking in the burnt orange and just putting that all over my crease.
That I don't really care about you. Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play these games. Oh, maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play these games, but I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop 'cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you. Suddenly I want to walk away. No, I wonder will you ever come back again? Telling myself that it's okay.
Now taking the Eloise Get Lit Metallic Foil Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Pure Gold, and I'm putting that all over my eyelid, a little bit above my crease to kind of create a cut crease look. The color was pretty stunning and it was pretty pigmented, but I did have to go over it about maybe 3 times, but in between each time I did let it sit and dry out completely.
Okay, 'cause every pleasure's got an inch of pain. Maybe I'm indifferent.
And just to add in, the reason why I went in 3 times was the first time it was pigmented and it did come out very beautifully, but I am the type of girl that likes it all glitz and glam, so I had to keep going over it until I got the desired pigment that I wanted.
Maybe I'm not thinking straight.
Now, going back in with the Juvia's Place palette, I am taking that same color and just putting it on the outer corner of my eye just so I can blend out the foiled eyeshadow.
I know I shouldn't play this game. Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play this game. But I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop 'cause I'm not okay.
Now moving on to the face, I started off with the Elemis Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer, and I used the It Cosmetics number 101 brush, which is the airbrush blurring foundation, to blend it out. Now, if you are an oily person, you will not like this. It makes your face extremely shiny and shimmery and very glowy. If you are on the drier side, then you might like this. Now, however, I don't know if it was possibly this that kind of made my foundation slip off a little bit. Um, I use this foundation a lot that you'll see me use in a second, and I never had an issue with it, but this time I kind of did. So I will be giving it another shot. If it ends up doing the same thing, then I might not be using the Elemis Superfood with this specific foundation.
I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh.
Alright, now we are using the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in the shade Sand and the E.L.F. sponge once again. Now, this is where I started having an issue. You'll see me going in with more pumps. I don't know if it was possibly the moisturizer that I used before the foundation that caused me to have some separation. I'll be giving it another shot. If it ends up not working out, then I'll be trying another foundation with the same moisturizer. And if I have the same issue again, then I probably will not be using this moisturizer anymore.
What a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you.
Now, here you see me taking the It Cosmetics number 101 brush again. I tried to use it with a brush. I was thinking maybe it was the sponge itself, but it ended up being even worse. There was so much separation on my nose, but I just went with the flow and made it work out somehow. Now, I did want to add on that this foundation is looking a little bit light on camera. I don't know if it was possibly the lighting, but in person, it's a pretty perfect match for my skin tone.
With you, I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop 'cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you. With you. Oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had.
Now taking the Mercier concealer once again, and I am just highlighting the highest points on my cheeks, which I usually do is the under eye, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my chin, my cupid's bow, and sometimes underneath my cheekbones or underneath where I bronze.
With you, you. I've been thinking about your smile. I've been thinking that I can't let you go. Hey, can you wait a little while? Why we're holding back, I don't know. I guess I'm all confused about you, about you. You're my one temptation, yeah. I don't know why I pretend to, that I don't really care about you.
Now, to also mention in that you want to make sure that you are blending as fast as you can and working in sections because this concealer does dry out pretty fast. And if you let it dry down, then you will have a lot of patchiness as well as some separation going on, which you do not want in your makeup.
Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play these games. Oh. just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever.
Now to set everything, I did go back in with the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus translucent powder and just apply that all over my face.
I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have with you. Suddenly I want to walk away. No, I wonder will you ever come back again? Telling myself that it's okay, okay. Cause every pleasure's got an inch of pain. Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I should.
Now I am taking Milani's Baked Bronzer in Glow 04, as well as the Kenzie, I believe this is a powder brush, but I used it for bronzing and just bronzing my skin with it. In a second, you will be seeing me switching out my brushes. I was not a fan of how this brush was applying this bronzer, so I ended up going in with a blush brush, which I ended up actually liking as a bronzer brush.
Play this game. Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play this game, but I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you. With you, I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever.
Now for my blush, I am taking Milani's Luminoso number 05, as well as a powder brush to apply the blush.
I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you. With you. Oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you.
Now moving on to highlighter, I am using one of my OG favorites, which is the Makeup Revolution London highlighters. These are absolutely stunning. I'm pretty sure they're discontinuing this because I have not seen it at Ulta. But if you do find it, grab your hands on this product because it is absolutely stunning. I am using the Sephora concealer brush and just highlighting the highest points of my face, which I like to do is my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, my forehead, as well as my cheekbones.
I've been thinking about your smile. I've been thinking that I can't let you go. Hey, can you wait a little while? Why we're holding back, I don't know. I guess I'm all confused about you, about you. You're my one temptation, yeah. I don't know why I pretend to, that I don't really care about you. Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play these games. Oh.
Now here I am using the E.L.F. eye crease brush to highlight the inner corners of my eyes.
Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play these games, but I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you. Suddenly I want to walk away.
Now I am taking a fan brush and just kind of buffing out all of the highlight that I did just to make it look a little bit more flawless.
No, I wonder will you ever come back again? Telling myself that it's okay.
Also, another technique that I like to do is take my beauty blender and just go over the highlights that I did just to sink it into the skin and make it look a little bit more natural, like you're glowing within.
Okay, cause every pleasure's got an inch of pain.
Now, after all the highlight, I am taking Wet n Wild's PhotoFocus translucent powder once again and the E.L.F sponge and just cleaning up the bronzer that I did.
Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play this game. Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play this game. But I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a life.
After cleaning up my bronzer, I am taking Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer and Tantric 102 and just deepening up my cheekbones just to create a little bit more of dimensions in my cheekbones.
Oh what a life I could have had with you. With you, I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh what a life, oh what a.
And I also want to mention that when you do this, you want to make sure that you go in with a brush and clean up the harsh lines just so it is not too harsh and standing out.
Life, oh what a life I could have had with you. With you.
Now I am taking NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. This is in the shade Espresso. And I am just setting my brows with this because when I do use powder, I do tend to get on my brows. So this kind of sets them and gets rid of that powder.
Oh what a life, oh what a life I could have had with you.
Here I'm taking NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Stockholm and just outlining my lips.
I've been thinking about your smile. I've been thinking that I can't let you go. Hey, can you wait a little while? Why we're holding back, I don't know.
Now I'm using MAC's Matte Lipstick and Dawn to an Art, which I got in the Boxycharm, and just applying it over the lip liner. I absolutely really love this MAC lipstick. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The shade was on point. I think it complemented my skin so much. And then I'm also using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stockholm as well, and just going on top just to kind of lighten it up a little bit.
I guess I'm all confused about you. You're my.
Now I am taking BH Cosmetics number 3 brush, which I got in the same set as the beginning that I used on my eyes, and just cleaning up that powder that I had used to clean up my bronzer.
One temptation.
Now moving on to the eyelashes. I have never used magnetic lashes my whole life. Ever since I started doing makeup, which was about 6-7 years ago, I've always stuck to the tried and true glue and lashes and just stick them onto your eyelash. So I was pretty hesitant on this. But, however, I did kind of like them. I didn't like the magnetic liner. I kind of wish it was clear, or I don't know if they probably do have a clear kind. But I was not a fan of the applicator. I think it might have kind of made it look a little bit messy. But I made it work somehow. The magnetic lash stuck all the way through. I wore it for over 8 hours and it did not budge. Now here you will see me kind of moving the eyelash up and down just to make sure I got it all the way secured and just to make sure that I didn't mess up somewhere. But on the box it does say that when you are applying these lashes, you want to make sure that you are applying a pretty thick layer. As thick as the band is, that's how thick you want the liner to be, as well as you want to make sure it is at least 80% dry. And when you are starting to put the lash on, you will kind of feel it pulling towards the eyeliner, which I thought was a pretty crazy feeling.
I know I shouldn't play these games. Oh, maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play these games. But I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop 'cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh, what a life, oh, what a life, oh, what a life I could have had with you. Suddenly I want to walk away. Oh, I wonder will you ever come back again?
Now here I am using my Essence Lash Princess in False Lash Effect. I'm using the waterproof one, and I'm applying this on the falsies as well as my natural lash.
Telling myself that it's okay, okay, 'cause every pleasure's got an inch of pain. Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. I know I shouldn't play this game. Maybe I'm indifferent. Maybe I'm not thinking straight.
Now going back in with the Juvia's Place palette, I am taking that same burnt orange and applying it on my lower lash using the Anastasia Beverly Hills A15 brush.
I know I shouldn't play this game, but I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop 'cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh, what a life, oh, what a life, oh, what a life I could have had with you, with you. I just wanna stop everything I'm doing. Stop 'cause I'm not okay. I want you here forever. I want you here with me. Oh, what a life, oh, what a life, oh, what a life I could have had with you, with you. Oh, what a life, oh, what a life I could have had with you, you.
Now, for the final touches, I am taking Morphe's Continuous Setting Mist and spraying that all over my face, letting it sit. And then in a couple seconds, you will also see me using the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Before you use any kind of setting spray, you want to shake it up a little bit just to make sure you're getting the full potential of the product.
I've been thinking about your smile. I've been thinking that I can't let you go. Hey, can you wait a little while? Why we're holding back, I don't know. I guess I'm all confused about you, about you.
I wanted to hop on and say that I really enjoyed this month's Boxycharm. All of the products really exceeded my expectations. I will be giving the moisturizer a second try, so I will let you guys know in the description box below how that went. I hope you enjoyed this look as much as I did, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask down below. Thank you all so much for all of your love and support, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
One temptation, yeah.